So I tried things a little bit differently, and I think I'm gonna mess some things up. In a second, and then I gotta fix some stuff. So it's really interesting. I had to like reset and got everything going. So tried doing things a little bit differently, and ended up confusing my whole channel here. So I gotta pull myself up here and make sure that it is actually performing and running. I tried things a little bit differently, and I think I'm gonna mess some things up. Probably intro, just alright, so I'm pulling this up and fix some stuff. So it's really interesting. I had to like reset and got everything going. So tried doing things a little bit differently, and alright, how are you guys doing today? My whole channel here. So give me 1 second. You guys probably didn't hear me anything throughout all that. What do you guys think? Interesting. I tried things a little bit differently. Doesn't play on it. Probably feels a little intro. Just trying everything, fixing everything up. I had to funny because and got everything going. So okay. Tried doing things a little bit differently, and alright, how are you guys doing today? My whole channel here. So give me 1 second. We've got a big hopefully that this actually will go and be on my actual YouTube with the actual video itself, because I tried doing a scheduled event rather than my regular thing, and it ended up messing up my my whole stream itself. So give me 1 second, chat. Just close out everything. Hopefully I'll be able to run this off with a hitch. Without a hitch. Without, what is it? With a hitch? Without a hitch? Hold on 1 second. Alright, so at least that's showing. So it's funny because now it actually has the old title of everything. It's got 3 different ones. Alright, give me a second, chat, because I gotta fix YouTube itself, because YouTube apparently decided it wanted to stream the old title. So sorry about this. See, this is one thing that like people don't know, that what goes into this kind of stuff, because you literally don't know how to solve the problem until the problem actually comes up and actually shows up. So apparently I'm editing this wanted to real quick, because this is totally the wrong thing. So give me a second to chat. Okay, live streaming. I gotta figure out a way to make sure, because it was funny because I use this program called Streamlabs, and with Streamlabs it had it set up to where things went and it was just paused. Guys, I was supposed to be like live, like literally at 2:30 I had everything set up, and then I went to go live, and then it just like was like giving me an error message and just wouldn't go live whatsoever. So I had to like quickly go on YouTube, oddly enough, and figure out how to fix my problem. I still didn't figure out how to fix it, and then I just tried restarting it, and then finally went ahead and fixed it. So alright, so I updated the title now, I've updated the description. So we've got a couple of different things going on right now. Okay, cool. So that's updated, that's changed. I'm sorry, chat. Yeah, because even like when it just went live, for some reason, I think it was like conflicted. It didn't know what to go live on. So it went on my previous live stuff, and then from there, it also just didn't take over anything that I did. So I've learned to be smarter about this, because now I actually will copy all of the stuff that I need to do. I have it in a notepad, so then that way I can copy and paste it if it does what it did before. So okay, I think I'm almost ready. Okay. And then chat, we actually have a bot. So can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys type an exclamation point and then type in Anchor Cove? Exclamation point Anchor Cove. Because I think the bot should also be live. So if you guys can do me a favor and check that out, just type an exclamation mark and then Anchor Cove. All right, so we like the intro. Thanks, Habrat. I appreciate that, man. All right, so huge shout out to Jester. Just so you guys know, if you guys are interested in the intros and stuff like that, Jester, he's actually part of Anchor Cove. He went ahead and he made that intro for me. So he actually also makes intros for other alliances and stuff like that. So if you do want that intro and stuff like that, or something made like that, um, definitely make sure you go ahead and reach out to him. His name is Jester, and then he can get something set up for that for you. So is there multiple people talking? Oh, sorry. All right, give me 3 more vocals. Okay, so no echo there. Finally cut me live. All right. Collect all your class. Yep. So I'll go over stuff like that, Andy. So it's without a hitch. Okay, thank you. All right, so you had to close YouTube, reopen, echo the loud music. Okay. All right, so the music was kind of loud. What am I thinking about Mitsuko? I made a whole video on Mitsuko Casual. All right. Hi everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through a little bit. I appreciate everybody. Um, doesn't sound like I'm dying. That's so funny. All right, Anchor Cove. All right, so apparently that didn't work at all. Bot is not working. So true. Fail bot. All right, let's try this. Maybe it works on mine. Hold on, I gotta see. That doesn't work. Hold on. Let me see. So apparently it just didn't work at all. I just Anchor Cove. Yep. Nope. Can somebody do me a favor? This is so crazy. All right, stream offline. So this is so funny. I had to figure out why my chatbot isn't rolling. Hmm. All right, chat. I'm sorry, guys. I want to figure this out and figure out how to actually. Okay, auto connect on launch. Let's try that maybe. Connect Streamlabs. Hold on a second, chat. Alright, so it's weird. On your desktop computer, it's still saying waiting for Anchor. That stinks. Okay, so the bot is not active. It would have announced itself. It's so funny. Why isn't this working? That's really, really cool. That's so awesome, chat. Okay, so chat long. It died of the man flu instead of me, true. Chat, I really want to figure this out. And it stinks. Maybe I should just start doing some streams with Anchor Cove instead to like test all this stuff first. Usually I'm pretty good as far as like getting it all fixed and done, but it even shows it like offline right now, which backup update, come on. Connections. Alright, let me try this. Give me a second, chat. Alright. Give me a second. I already connected all this before. Alright, I think it's connecting now. YouTube streamer. I'm like really like I'm like really fortunate that I'm like decently like proficient. Okay, so that's that. That's not my regular bot. So that's loots. All right. I'm probably gonna need to. Oh, okay, cool. All right, chat. I think it's working now. All right, guys. Can you do me a favor? Can you now do me a favor? Your queue has been closed. You can no longer enter. Queue is open. Donate cost points. Okay, so. All right, so. I think some stuff is working. Chat. Do me a favor. Do exclamation mark. Um. Anchor Cove. Try that one more time. I don't know, Pink. It says it's been closed. I don't know what that means, but do me a favor. Try Anchor Cove. Try that. Okay, cool. So that is working. All right, so that's like way long. All right, so now nobody else needs to go ahead and do that. Okay, now so you guys can stop Anchor Coving. Okay. Do me a favor, type in the word thanks. It's so funny. Now my whole chat is gonna be spammed with Anchor Cove. Ah, that's so long too. Alright, no more Anchor Coves. We did it. Okay, we figured it out. Okay. Alright, okay, so I know somebody definitely would have heard what I just said. Okay, so the cool money is life, life is money, right? Sorry guys. Alright, so yeah. Alright, cool. So alright, cool. Alright, things are working. Alright, no more thanks. No more thanks. No more Anchor Cove. Okay. Everything's fixed. Spamming everybody on this. Okay, this is too funny. Oh, this is so cool. I've got a little bot in here. Stop playing with us. I know. Please name one person to do it. I'm sorry. Okay, so alright, so that works. Now, if apparently, alright, so we just my whole bot. Okay, so the cool thing about a chat, and this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna like restrict it. Please, no more spam bot. Sorry, Darian. I appreciate that, man. So what I can do, chat. The cool thing about it now, I know that that was a little bit annoying, but now what I can do is I can actually change the commands on that and then make it so it won't spam you guys to death. So that's my fault because I just need to get it figured out. But then I can go back and then I can go ahead and fix it. So I'll fix that a little bit later on. It won't be as much of like an issue or whatever. Um, but I will be able to go ahead and fix it. So Darian, thank you so much for the donation, man. Um, yeah. So what I can do is I can actually set it up so it won't actually do that next time. It won't be like I'm just like I said, chat. I'm figuring everything out, and it's so much that you have to like figure out on your own that that you figure it out. Okay, so let's get into this. And if somebody is like watching this on replay, I really appreciate anybody that goes ahead and timestamps this in case everybody wants to like get through all of the like mumble jumble and all this kind of stuff like that. So Neil, that wasn't the intention at all, buddy. That wasn't the intention. We're just testing stuff out, buddy. Um, the only way to know how to don't is stop spamming us. Chat, it's because of the chat commands, okay? I'll fix it. You gotta let me fix it. I promise it won't be so annoying. Hold on. Alright. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna set cooldowns on this. It won't be as bad, I promise. I promise, chat. I'm fixing the commands right now on the cooldowns. Okay. Get some meds and thank you, Joel. I appreciate the donation. I really, really appreciate that. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like such a jerk right now. I'm like, get the hint. I'm just trying to make it work, okay, chat? Uh, all right. I'm just trying to make everything work. Okay, so all right, so I just have to fix cooldowns. I promise it won't be so bad. That won't. Okay. It's just that one. All right. Give me 1 second because everybody's so upset with this. Okay. All right. So I set those. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. It's really cool how it has it set up. I have to like learn everything. So when I learn everything, I have to like go and like fix it. And the only way to really do it is by like fixing it live while I'm with you guys. So, um, you hit 800K but still couldn't get top 10. I'm sorry, Linda. Yeah, top 10 was insane, chat. It was very much insane in there for sure. How do you donate the normal way? The best way, honestly, is going to be through the Streamlab links. The Streamlab links is that like 95% of the Streamlabs goes to me, whereas like when you go through like YouTube, Super Chat, all that kind of stuff like that, they take quite a bit. So, but all right, I'm gonna stop talking about that kind of stuff, chat. I feel bad. All right, so I have lots of different stuff we got to get into and talk about. Real quick though, I want to attack this Titan because everybody wants to go ahead and kill this thing apparently. Um, Dave, thank you so much for subscribing. I really, really appreciate that, man. Thank you. So, and anybody that donates and everything like that, they become a moderator of the channel. So, and just so you know, chat, um, I'm thinking about setting up. The cool thing about it is with this bot is I can set up I can set up a way that people can get logged for like time that they watch the stream for, and then I have to also figure out like an incentive for people that watch the stream, and I'll probably do it a way to where if you watch X amount or whatever, that you could get invited to Anchor Cove. I haven't decided yet, so I want to find a way to go ahead and incentivize like people or whatever that they can still be part of Anchor Cove, and whether it comes from them signing up for like the $5 a month or whatever through there, or they could actually join and be part of it for free. So I have to set up that kind of like currency, so it'll be like Anchor currency or something like that, to where it will actually the bot itself will actually log like the amount of time that you put in it, and then once you reach a certain amount of time or whatever that you've like watched the stream, that you can actually be like invited or whatever. So I want to like create a an incentive for people that just watch, because like without the people that are regularly watching, um, then I wouldn't be able to really stream. So huge support on the people that continuously keep on coming back and watching. So I want to figure out a way that I can do that for you guys too. So and just so you guys know, I feel terrible today. I like really didn't want to stream. I knew I should stream, but I've been like sick the last few days, and I don't feel well at all. So as a heads up, if I'm not as like over the top or fun or whatever, it's because I just truly don't feel well. Um, but I mean, obviously, this change was was big enough for me to make sure that we got in here, discuss a lot of things because I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, what do we do now with all the hero stuff? So I want to make sure that I at least address that kind of stuff so we can all figure this out together. So just as a heads up, like a preliminary type thing, I don't have everything figured out when it comes to these. He's never gonna survive on that. I don't have everything figured out when it comes to these emblems quite yet. It's gonna be a little bit of a process for sure, but I have a lot of information, a lot of really cool things for you guys actually, um, that I'll get into as well. So let me get through these Titan hits. Uh, One, two. All right, cool. That one there. Um, I'm gonna try not like coughing. I probably should have grabbed like some Kleenex or something. I can already feel it, especially with me talking. I'm gonna have like mocos, right? So the Mexicans call it mocos. Somebody will appreciate that. That very very uh, white way of saying that. Okay. Rip. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to like go and grab some Kleenex. Or I'm gonna be sniffling in your guys' ear all day. This is like not that great of a hit. Probably like maybe 30. Doubt it though. Alright, Backends, thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Please convince Sani to join my live streams during her visits. We'll see. You gotta ask her. So Batkins, thank you so much for going that route as well. Like I said, that helps out a ton going that route. A, because it comes through instantly, and then B, because it doesn't take forever, or because it doesn't take a whole bunch out of it. So, um, okay, cool. So that link. All right. So give me a second. Okay, I want to kind of scroll through. All right, you got 8 heroes. All right, let me scroll through chat a little bit. I'm sorry. Let's see the chess piece. It's still a work in progress. Dexter, I'll show you once I finish it. But if you want, you can kind of see it maybe a little bit. It's still a work in progress. I have to finish it. I was convinced to wait a little bit before I finished it. We don't know when the Wonderland event is yet. Nope. Thanks for the streams. Go. Oh, cool. No problem, Greg. All right. You lost your voice. Angel. I feel like I'm gonna lose mine for sure. Okay. All right. Refresh. Okay. Will I open that blue chest on stream? Yeah, I will open the. I got to do it. Got to do it. Makos. Right? You like that? Uh. Chat's blocking the board. Really? Debbie, maybe you need to just flip your phone the other way because I usually have the chat to where the chat actually doesn't block the board itself. You hope emblems cannot be bought in the shop. It would only widen the gap between free to play. Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat as well too. I'm very curious to see what they're going to be doing as far as making it to where you actually purchase the emblems themselves. Because I actually don't want them to make it super like you can buy a bunch of them. What's up, Jana? How are you? Uh, okay, so okay. First time catching me live. That's cool, right? I appreciate that, man. Okay. What do I think of Vivica? I like her. I like Vivica. Got any info of the third season? They haven't even finished the second season. I don't even know if they're coming out with a third season. Caught me live. Cool, Andres. Yeah. Alright, let's attack this guy again. Alright, I think I'm pretty close to updated on chat and the game itself. So if I missed saying hello to anybody, I apologize. It's because of technical difficulties that I could not presume beforehand. Uh, Not there. You should be good. We'll do one there. That there. Uh, hmm. Okay. Um, okay, should you send Kestrel or Elena? Already have Marjana maxed. That's kind of up to you. Kestrel's definitely better on defense versus Elena. Elena's only a tank, but Elena has great tile damage. I'd actually probably be okay with you just waiting on your waiting on them. What do I think of Cage Burrito? I love him. I will have a thing for him soon. And just so you guys know too, there's the whole like loots crates thing, or loots. If you want to go to loots.com/anchor7dd, you can do a donation there, and it doesn't cost you $1. It doesn't cost you anything whatsoever. So you can still go to that. That's still enabled. Regard or Curl? I would do Curl first. We just got the notification that you're streaming. That's crazy, Twinkles. Alright, ever got trouble transferring? I don't handle the transferring. That's all handled up through SG. I don't know much about it. Wukong or Tarlak? Tarlak 100%. Right? Missed a lot of accidental spam and a couple Titan hits, right? That's true. First time catch me live. Love the streams. Advice: I'm prepping for Grim Force next month. Hero wise, intermediate rare. Watch video on event prep. Want to make the run. That's awesome. Liebeck, thank you so much for subscribing. The biggest thing is obviously prepping for it, and then hero wise, I don't know off the top of my head the heroes to be using. To be honest with you, I don't know off the top without looking at the chart. So, and it just depends on what you have. Red to ascend Mitsuko or Zimkitha? I would do Zimkitha. Zimkitha or Kagan? Zimkitha. Yeah, you just want to know, you have most of the 4 stars and 3 stars. I'm not a big fan of the rare event, and I will say Epic is very, very stacked. Very stacked in terms of like competition. I would try and probably set your sights on getting top 100 and going that route. Can we just do donations through line? Yeah, I think you can technically, Angel. Or I mean, like I said, you can click on the link in the description. It's fine. Who's better, Leonidas or Onatel? I would probably say Onatel. All right. So just so you guys know, chat. Just as a heads up, we've got 282 people live. I don't think I've ever had 282 people live on stream. So normally I'm around like 200 range. So it might go a little bit faster than usual. So. Okay, how can you become a tester? I actually want to do like a video on that, but you can only do it through the forums. You have to go to the forums, Small Giant Forums. their forms, they have a way that you can actually apply, but I don't know if they have any people that they're taking on right now. Can you guys tell us if they're ever going to think about trading? I don't have any information on that, Kathy. Why Tibby over Wilbur on the Titan? Because of the color stacking, David. That's why. Um, how long does a donation take to come through on PayPal? It comes through immediately, Chris. So if you do the link on here, it goes through immediately on PayPal. Um, do you think Inari is the most useless 5-star hero? No, I don't think Inari is the most useless. I still really enjoy my Inari. I definitely think that she's definitely due for a buff. I use mine quite a bit on offense for sure. Um, I think that she got nerfed definitely a bit too much. Which is weird um, because I was in really high praise on her. I still really enjoy her. I still really use her, but I still think that she could actually like um, get like a buff. So um, you just did it about 2 minutes ago. Oh, did you go through the Streamlab links, Chris? Or did you go through? Did you sign up for Anchor Cove? That might be what you're talking about. I wish that it would notify me. There's probably a way that I can get notified on that. Give me a second. If you signed up through Anchor Cove, then that's different than the Streamlab links, and that doesn't notify on either the stream. I have to manually check that. So give me a second on that. Yeah. So Chris, I do have you signed up for that. So and then I do actually, and it looks like an Eden as well too. So Eden and Chris, if you could do me a favor, uh, can somebody from Anchor Cove, can you guys do me a favor? Um, Eden, you also signed up for Anchor Cove too. If for one of you guys, could you definitely please make sure you get Chris added for sure? Yeah, Chris, you signed up. You signed up for Anchor Cove, buddy. So, um, but I'll get you into the actual line group for you as well too, man. So give me a second. Let me. I'm gonna turn you into a mod here too. Um. Okay. Yeah. So Chris, I got you on there. You definitely get like a little anchor there, or a little gear I meant. But yeah, if somebody could do me a huge favor and add Chris, and then Eden. Uh, Dave. Dave, what did you how did you sign up through Anchor Cove through um Gizmos? Thank you so much for donating. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Gizmos, if you have a question or anything like that, definitely make sure you ask it. God, you guys are going. This is crazy. I haven't seen it this busy. It's like a Monday, like randomly in the afternoon for me. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, so if you guys chat, if you could definitely please reach out to Chris and add Chris, I really appreciate that. I think what I might have, how do you get the emblems? They will come in through. The emblems are going to come in a lot of different ways. So I'll get into emblem talk in just a second, chat. Um, yeah, Dave, what's your did you sign up through did you sign up through PayPal, Dave? And if you did, Dave, what's your last name? Or what do you have your PayPal name set up as, David? Okay. You get 20 druids and 100. Oh, from the 150 fire mission. Yeah, I'll see how much I get. PayPal here. Okay, cool. Yeah. So David, what's your name on PayPal, David? All right. I'm gonna do raids real quick. Oh, thank you, Evil, for posting that link for beta testers. It's in Russian though. I almost want to contact SG and like make a video for them because so much people are like, how do I join and become a beta tester? Like you guys ask me that all the time, and then I'm like, you have to you have to join through the forums. So it'd probably be just a lot easier if they just had like at least like something on it, because it like kind of seems like it's like hidden unknown information at this point. Open the chest already? Chat. I will. I want to try and get all this sorted out. Okay. Um. Okay. So what is your guys' initial thoughts on these emblems? What do you guys think, chat? Just gotten your first mats for your first 80. Who should you level first? Liana, Cage, June, or Mitz? Actually, probably all of those except for maybe Mitz. But Liana, Cage, and June are all going to be great. So, tell SG to open up an EP subreddit for some new mods that will actually be active. That's interesting. I don't know much about it. New here. What's up, Cecil? You think the classes are not balanced? Yeah, I think that there's definitely some issues on that. So this is a great question. So Angel just said, so the list of these emblems. So really cool stuff. Just so you guys know, if you guys check the actual description of this video right now, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and post this in here. Chris added. Who else do you need to add? Ruth. We're figuring out from David real quick what his first and last name is on PayPal, and then we'll probably be adding David as well too. So if you guys check the actual description of this video here, there's actually Rilf's guide, which actually I'm gonna go ahead and post the link into the chat right now as we speak. So Rilf is actually a very experienced player. Rilf was actually part of 7 Days Departed for a bit, and is doing amazing work running 7 Days Hunting right now. So go ahead and check out that link right there. So this actually explains pretty much everything about the whole hero classes, the talent tree, all that kind of stuff like that. But most importantly, what it has, it actually has the heroes and the classes together, and then it actually has the actual talent tree itself too. So you can actually see what the talent trees do and everything like that. So it tells you all within a snapshot. Snapchat. Wow, what the heck? Uh, a snapshot of everything on it. So go ahead and check out that link right there, and I will be probably referencing this. It actually tells you like the cost of everything like that too, and it actually breaks down the different skills and everything like that. So go ahead, actually check that link out, because it actually has all of the 5 stars and everything like that actually graded in there with it. And just so you know, chat, I actually have gone ahead and I will be adding the actual hero classes um, to the actual Anchor's Complete Guide to Heroes. I'll be adding the hero classes to it as well too. So it will be listed on there. So it just got added today. I didn't really mess with it until stuff went live, but but that's also in there too. So lots of cool stuff that will be awesome, be doing awesome. So Yeah, it should be circulating shortly. Yeah, cool star. Yeah, he posted it yesterday, I believe. So, what's up, Chef? How are you, buddy? Okay, so fair to say so. Bad right now, like other platinum, just another way to play. We'll see, Dan. We'll see. We'll see. Was Cage's class corrected? I believe so, Sonny. He knew immediately which ones needed to be shifted. So many in the alliance are angry about the changes. Mentioned it already difficult getting ascension items now. They would just have to get more emblems. Jewel, it's all a matter of patience. So I think that it's something that's important for the progression of the game. Just speaking from being at the top and stuff like that, it does get a little bit discouraging to have a defensive team up and then just come and get smashed by like some lucky boards and a bunch of like upgraded 4 stars. So um, this will help alleviate. I don't know if alleviate is the right word, but this will actually help change and shift that to where there's actually a little bit more congruency with actually having like a leaderboard. So I'm always in favor of stuff like that because right now I feel that um, it's very imbalanced. It's not actually correct. So I think that that's something that's important. I just want to make sure that when they do it, they actually do it in a way that they don't make it so much like to spend. So I do have some tips and stuff like that that I don't think many people have thought about that will actually help out with emblems and stuff like that that aren't going to be a bunch of like free or a bunch of very costly and stuff like that. Um, all right, so you can't find the ascension. Yeah, over a month, Michael. It's just keep playing, buddy. Keep playing and keep fighting the Titans. In war, calculate emblems or heroes. I don't know that, Stefan. Susan, it just depends. Like, if you're having issues and struggling with getting 5 stars, it's definitely a matter of just continuing to play the game and then probably upgrading your stronghold. So, getting it to TC 20 will help out a lot. Yeah, 300. I think 300 views is probably my most patience or money. That's true, Dan. Bogey, thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I appreciate it. Bogey doesn't even play the game, chat. Bogey plays with me in Fortnite. So yeah, so if you guys could do me a favor, get David Doherty added to Anchor Cove because I know I have seen that before for sure. But Bogey plays with me in Fortnite and he doesn't even play this. So I appreciate that, Bog. Appreciate that, man. Um, okay. That's too funny. So I get mixed feelings from you guys. It looks like actually I think a lot of people are saying this might ruin it, make me easy game. On top of it, balance takes a lot of time to fix it. Yeah, I think we'll be able to try and help that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, Pick as a stormtrooper and helmet. Yeah, if you guys could do me a favor, go ahead and get him added. Um, how long is this? I just started, to be honest with you. What do you do with your emblems? You save them right now. Will it hurt the games? Create more? I don't think it. I don't think it's gonna hurt the game, chat. I think it's a progression of the game. The game needed it, especially for myself. It's getting a little bit boring. You have the same heroes. You're facing the same stuff. If anything, it's going to go ahead and make it so there's more strategy that's involved. Um, I think that just the hero classes themselves, the way that they're positioned and set up, is going to change things. I'm like in favor of um, making it different and changing it and moving it around. I think it makes it more interesting. I don't think anybody should get really discouraged with it being like hard or difficult to do or whatever because I think that it'll just give you different perspective and ways to like learn and just understand that the game is designed to be kept like playing. You can't just come in, you can't just buy into this game and just have everything. The only reason why I'm pretty much at where I'm at is because I started this game at the very beginning. So I don't want you guys to like look at my heroes and progress and everything like that, compare it to yourself, and then get discouraged because of how much my stuff has grown comparatively to yours, because I have almost 2 years into this game. So how are they going to match for war? I don't know yet. We don't know yet. Hope you're doing well. Just asked the best Defiance 4-star heroes team setup. I don't know. To be honest with you, Matt, I don't know too much of the mid tier like setups, but for sure, like Kashrek is an amazing tank at 4-star. I know that actually Kuril actually makes a pretty good tank from what I hear. Wilbur is actually great offensively too, or sorry, on defense there too. So that's another one for you. Okay. You're in for the grind. Money is required. If money is required, it's time to find a new game. It's not required, Dan. I know some players that have been free to play pretty religiously. Probably one of the most influential players in the game. Her name is Rook. She's pretty much free to play with this game. She's done amazing work within the game. Very skilled player. So she's actually a moderator too. There's a person named Hylek who actually pretty much shifted the whole game and created the way, like the most influential way that you actually war, by coming up with a strategy that nobody came up with when it came to Alliance Wars, with using single color tanks. Hylek was pretty much all free to play too, so, and was in 7 Days Departed. So uh, the whole thing of it is if you're not intending on spending on this game, then just realize that it's just going to take time. Ivan, thank you so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate that. So the Emblem Reset. So what it is guys, you can actually pay to have your you can have your emblems reset on that character and actually give them to a completely new character, which I literally love the fact that they included that mechanic into the game, because it it goes to show like that they're working on trying to find a way that they can that people don't lose out on emblems. There's a lot there's a lot of other games, like for instance, if you guys are like aware of the game Diablo, especially like Diablo 2, you had specific emblems, specific things for specific characters, and if you didn't go that route anymore, you would like lose out on everything. So you were like much more confined to who you were using your stuff on and what was being used. Whereas the route that they're going here is if you decide that you want to go ahead and change your mind, you can just do like a reset on your emblems and get your emblems back. So I was really pleased with the fact that they went ahead and did that, because um, because they didn't have to, and um, it's going to make the decision of who to use your emblems on a little bit less stressful, because if you get it wrong, you can always reset it, and it's not the end of the world to reset. So fill the ice chest. I will. Um, all right. Quit the game because of those emblems? Really, Sunny? I didn't know that, Lara. Why did they quit the game? Okay, so Anchor, go to my heroes, select one of my heroes which isn't full sket at 8-8. Look at the percentage. All right, I will. Look at this. It should be up to like, it's like insane. I think this Squire Rabbit. Oh, that's a talent grid. Let's see. One of my Squire Rabbits is not. I'm glad I say like this, like changes like this are awesome. So 5%. See, that's great. 5, 10%, 10% on those. So you could actually just feed it 10 reds and then 100% get the skill chance up. That's encouraging for sure that they went ahead and did that. Okay. Rook is a she? Yes, Rook is definitely a she. Okay. Pat took 6th in rare and is... Oh, okay, cool. I didn't... Star, I didn't know that Pat is free to play. That's really cool. Been playing World of Warcraft for 15 years, and even Blizzard found a way of how to screw things up, overdoing things complicated. Freight Strong, SH, maybe SG, did a similar thing with EP. I don't know. I don't think that they've messed it up yet. How did we get everybody in the alliance on board using the same color tank? We just explained what the huge benefit was, especially back then. Like we crushed it in alliance wars initially. Like our first war, I think, was against HHR, and we crushed them by having that strategy. Like we saw the fatigue definitely in the second half, and that strategy has definitely proved to be most beneficial. You just have like limited number of heroes, and if you don't, you can just kind of plan out and shift different ones. So especially when you get later up in levels and actually have congruent heroes, same color tanks is still the prevailing strategy for sure. Where do you use the emblems? So color, the emblems are only used on maxed heroes. So you go into the talent grid, and then you can use them here. But you can only use it if you're past that section. So right now I'm at 20. Um, oh, that's cool. If you click on this, it actually shows you the emblems that you have in your inventory. So that's kind of interesting. See you, Angel. Yeah, you James, you made the stream. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I know, right? Um, is it true you can only upgrade one hero per class? No, you can upgrade multiple. You just need emblems. So this just came out today, chat. So it's going to take a little bit of time for emblems to be relevant. Hold on, my hero cap is reached. Am I leveling? Hit my cage burrito. You're getting everything that is not green and red. You're getting everything. Oh. Then. Alright. Give me a second, chat. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna auto farm 8-7 just so I can fill this chest. Yeah, broke the 300 mark. Yeah, Michelle, I did. It's pretty sweet. Okay. Deb, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. With every decision point, it's safe to say go one route, not both. I think you can only go one route. They went ahead and they changed it to where you couldn't. You could do both sides, but I think that they've changed it. You can only go one route, which definitely will have an element of being able to plan things out. I will say right now, as a strategy, we haven't developed a particular strategy on that quite yet. What's going to be more useful, stuff like that, but that stuff will come. Did 7? Yeah, we've lost 3 wars. We lost 2 to Crystal Palace and 1 to Aggressive. Your concern becoming more difficult, so you don't have to boost. May not be able to pass them. So gizmos, I think that they're setting up so more people will have to use actual items to actually pass stages, which is definitely different. I think most of us are spoiled at this point to where we just assume a quest comes out and we can just easily pass it. So I think that they're trying to gear everybody up to actually get into the notion that you actually have to use items to pass. So I'm okay with that. It'll potentially make it so people will actually use like um like revives and stuff like that. You'll have to plan out a little bit more. I'm all in favor of making things like a little bit more difficult, and I understand some people have issues to where maybe they don't have the heroes for it. But if you don't have the heroes for it, you can plot out, you can plan a little bit, you can strategize a little bit to make sure that you do that. Now, one big thing that I will tell you, chat, is when you're going to see that these rare quests are going to come through, and in beta, so I'll talk about what happened in beta. Um, it was set up to where you could only use two different classes to complete the stage or the event, which people were still able to go ahead and complete the stage in the event using 4 stars. Um, but that's something very interesting, and then you're actually facing against other actual heroes. So I'm excited for it. I know people are going to be a little bit aggravated by it that they don't have all the heroes yet, but I think it's a matter of collecting the heroes. So one thing I will encourage you guys to go ahead and do is make sure that you start upgrading multiple classes. If you haven't, start looking at your actual heroes themselves, and start planning out. You want to have at least probably two of each different thing actually upgraded, and whether or not that's either a 3 star, 4 star, or 5 star, that will actually be relevant. So because you will only be able to use those on some of the quests. So even myself, it might make me level up heroes that I didn't really intend to level up, but I'm not worried about them being too difficult, to be honest. So that's something. You guess your next question is how did my alliance pick the color? At that time, we all picked Ares. So Ares was the premier tank that most people had. So we all had red tanks when it all first started, and red was quite popular for a while. Um, uh, Beefing up 3 stars versus reset and go to 4 stars. No, I wouldn't do that, to be honest with you. I don't really see the huge advantage of beefing up your 3 stars with the emblems. I would probably still save them at least for 4 stars, potentially mostly for 5 stars. Myself personally, my emblems are gonna go towards um, my flex position. My flex could be on my defense, but is also huge on Titans. So that's going to be my priority is heroes that I can use on both Titans and heroes. Because 7 days departed soon, we will be facing 13 and 14 star Titans again. Um, so a massive hero for stuff like that. Right off the bat, Athena is going to be who's getting my stuff for sure. 100% she will be getting it. I don't even care who she competes against because Athena is probably one of the most versatile all around Titan hitters. Also, Ares will probably be getting my stuff. So let me look at this. Um, so yeah, so Athena, she's a ranger class, so she will be getting my ranger stuff. Um, Ares, paladin class here, gonna be getting that. Um, I'm probably gonna do Tarlac as my monk. I haven't decided between Tarlac or Drake Fong. Um, and then I have I don't know how I feel about that. Probably will be my hell will probably be getting that wizard class. I think yeah, because I don't have Gravemaker yet. So give me a second, chat. I'm actually gonna pull it up on here. So Barbarian, I'll read them off. So Barbarian has Azar, Obicon, Gravemaker, Guardian Kong, Makar, Cage. So actually, I think Cage is gonna get this, which kind of stinks that Gravemaker and Cage are in this. So my Cage is probably gonna be soon finished. Cage is decent on Titans, but is going to be amazing on defense. Um, Cleric. There's only 3 different clerics, which is interesting because it's Vivica, Elkanen, and Mother North as 5 stars. I don't know why they decided to have so few in Cleric. I will probably see that's tough for me there. Now they do have Boral, Regard, Agwe, Jafar, and Hansel is also in Cleric. So possibly Regard might get mine on those. But even still, I'm not thrilled about that. I really wish I had Mother North. Mother North would have been good. So Druid has Horgol, Caitlin, Zimkeitha, Lepus, Owl, Boswolf, and Albric. Again, I wish I had Albric, but Zimkeitha will probably get mine on that. Again, I'm not personally probably gonna go on my 4 stars. Um, Fighter is Elena, Magni, Panther, Sargosa, Missandra, Delilah, Yunnin. So that fighter, I'm deciding I would probably be decided between and Magni and Panther, which that might be tough. I'll probably choose because I'm going to be doing her, so I'll have to decide with Magni whether or not I want that to be Panther or Magni. I might potentially just do Panther because I know I'm um, Athena. So Monk is June, Leonidas, Santa Claus, Aaron, Drake Fong, Rana, and Tarlac. So this is going to be a tough one for me because I have both June and Tarlac. So I'll have to really decide on whether or not I'm going to want Tarlac whether or not I'm going to want June on my defense. Which is going to be a little bit difficult because I definitely want to be throwing my stuff into Tarlac. So, and then also Drake Fong is in that too, so that's kind of annoying too. Um, I'll have to really think about that. I think I can probably wait on Tarlac. Unfortunately, I really wish I could, but I'm probably gonna have to either do Drake Fong or June, because I don't know if I want Inari to be the defensive hero or not. So Paladin, we've got Richard, Thorn, Justice, Ares, Aegir, Perseus, King Arthur. So for me, Ares will be getting my Paladin stuff. Ranger is Kagan, Liana, Red Hood, Lassie, Athena, Evelyn, and Gregorion. Athena is going to be getting my Ranger. Rogue is Marjana, Daunita, Kestrel, Kiana, Inari, Moosh. So I will probably, this is good, because I'll probably do Marjana. Maybe, though. It's between Marjana and Kiana. But there is also Inari. So Sorcerer is going to be Quintus. And then you've got Natalia, Mitsuko, Rumpel, Thoth, Morgan, and Lady Locke. I think the only one I have is Natalia. Which I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of putting anything in Natalia. So Wizard is Asarnia, Sartana, Hel, Victor, Anatel, Guinevere, and Zeline. So I'll probably give that to Hel on those. So, alright, so I guess, did I... Okay, so Cage... Okay, so that's my thoughts on that. Again, myself personally, I'm not too crazily focused on the 4 stars because I'm gonna need defensive heroes as well. And there's no way that a defense maxed up is going to be worth it in terms of rather than like than my 5 stars. So that's where I'm at on that. So let me scroll through chat. Okay. Yeah, so bi-weekly, so there's going to be token quests twice a week. Yeah, how about quite a bit of people watching. Yep. Okay. How do you use emblems? I just kind of shown you. Alright. Give me a second. And if you guys are trying to access what I was just reading off of, again, that's in the chat. Or sorry, it's in the chat. Actually, here, let me go ahead. If you're wondering what the heck I was just reading off of, go ahead and check that link out that I just posted in chat. Yep, the heroes have to be maxed. Heroes have to be maxed. So the path on which I'm going to go ahead and take areas for health or attack. That's interesting. I'm not sure which direction I'm going to go quite yet. Health or attack, because we get into, just so you guys know. So the talent grid. So you've got attack bonus, you've got defense bonus. So the good thing about it is that if you go this route, you have defense and attack. You go this route, you have attack and health bonus. So it's pretty much the same versus do you want more defense or more health? I haven't calculated which one is going to be a little bit more useful because that adds up by 36 points where it increases by 18 points. So it might be more worth it to go the defensive route by 18 points, but I'm not sure. And then we come here. So then I could potentially go back down the defensive route. So then I have to decide, do I want the defense or the attack there? So there's going to be that there. I think, guys, we will figure it out. We will figure out what's going to be the best way to be going for different heroes and the different classes and stuff like that. We just don't have it figured out quite yet. But it's definitely something we'll be talking about. So then this increases by percentages now. So this is at 3%. Now this one increases how much heals from healing items and special skills. So this might be interesting by adding the healing bonus because obviously it's a healer. So it might be more beneficial to go ahead and get a little bit more better healing. And then you just get a standard attack bonus there. And then you decide in between the attack or defense there. Defense, same thing. Kind of the same, similar. Excuse me, the route will probably be determining. So for a tank, I'm assuming for a tank, you're probably going to want to have more of the defense and the health part. So when you're deciding, so I'd probably go, this tree, I would probably go defense and health bonus versus health bonus and attack. And then when we get here, I probably go here, so healing bonus and then the health bonus. And then here, I probably go the defense bonus. It's going to be interesting to see the implications between attack versus the defensive part and how that's going to be positioned. So this route, I probably go defense and health bonus versus health bonus and attack bonus. I'd probably go attack bonus defense and then mana bonus. So now this is going to be interesting just so you guys know. So there's now mana bonuses now that you're going to start seeing, which will impact and affect the troops to make things a little bit more complicated on us. So the speed of the mana is going to be there too. So that's going to be interesting to see. So it's going to be a long process, chat. But new it's bad. Well, I don't think it's years behind Stefan because it's not like we've been collecting all these coins ahead. Everybody's starting right now and starting collecting. So yeah, so I think it's probably better for the people that are new and haven't like leveled it up because like you're now picking heroes that you'll also be able to go ahead and work on emblems. So whereas right now I have to now kind of decide which one's going to what. So I think people that are new also have an advantage because they don't have to like waste, they can sit back and wait and assess and figure out what works. Alright, you would it not be better to focus all on defensive buffs instead of the health buffs because defense prevents health loss and health just maximizes health. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys could just make sure you go ahead and like the video. I appreciate that, Craze. Thank you. Okay. You're not too late, Nox. Okay. Does it bring Horrible up to 2000? That's interesting. See, I didn't even think about that. So, see, this is why I really like. I didn't check him in beta, but his health bonus could be getting disgusting. I'm not a huge fan of his companion thing. 3% chance to summon a minion. So that's cool. The speed of recovery of mana is recovered by 4%. So the increase in mana is going to be an interesting role that we will have to see. Yeah, the health bonus might be pretty insane for him. You don't have, the question is Gwen or not. I would probably do Gwen, lady. To be honest with you, I'd probably do Gwen. Just for the sake of war and stuff like that, I don't see that the Gwen tanks are going away. I don't see that really going away. You have to get a kid from school. All right, Spaz. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Is there a video on the best way to spend? I don't have a video out on that yet. Hold on. God, chat is going so fast. I'm sorry. I can't keep up, chat. Because you're a spender, just started this game. Okay. So Veg, I would definitely make sure that you go ahead and get the VIP. Spend the $5 a month. That's going to be huge. And then I would probably focus on either the elemental summons or actual event summons. So Lantis will be good for you, but the elemental summons are really good too. So, and I would try and just get 5 stars in every color. Do I know? No, I don't. I don't know who the next heroes are going to be in Atlantis. What percentage? It's very small. I want to say it's like 5%. Very small. Maybe less, 1%? I don't know the actual percentages off the top of my head on 20. Alright, what's up, one? Ares is defense up all the way, so the trait gets bigger based on the percentage of, yeah. When's a raid competition being released? I don't know, Sumo. They release it, nothing's in beta yet, so the game is getting too complicated, right, Scotty? Scotty, I'm still waiting on my meat, buddy. If you don't have any clerics, you won't need the emblems, right? No, I'll just save them. What's up, Shire? How are you, man? All right. Wins chat of the day. It will take time to figure out what emblems and paths. For now, I focus on accumulating emblems and see what info comes down the pike. That's absolutely true. And just so you guys know, like people in Anchor Cove and stuff like that will definitely have like the most up-to-date information on that kind of stuff like that. That I'll be answering all of those kind of questions and stuff like that. So I'm sure it will be talked about quite a bit. Do I know if Grave? Yeah, no, still don't. What's my definition of a tank? A tank is a hero that is suited to be in the middle to take a lot of hits. Alright. How do you get more emblems? Just keep playing. It just came out today, so I'm sure they'll have it set up to where you'll be able to find a way to buy it potentially. But yeah, mostly just be keep playing and stuff. Yeah, almost 2 years in, getting bored. Upgrades are great. I feel you, Sumo. I'm in the same boat, man. Same boat. Yeah, I think having the events and stuff like that are gonna be quite fun. Missing purple 5 star. Should you go for Cage in the next or wait for February? Regarding Sabina, if you can get Cage, I would recommend it. Cage is quite good. Been playing for 4 months and only got 2 5 stars. So I would definitely recommend getting your stronghold up to 20 and start running. If you don't have 5 stars, chat, if you don't have any 5 stars, you need to go ahead and set it up so you're running at least 2 to 3 different TC20s. That should be your priority. You're going to need the heroes. Alright, so you're wondering why healers disappeared from defensive team and meta. They've been disappeared for quite some time. The game is too fast. I think that's what it is. The game is just too fast. And healers, the problem with healers is that there's no real solid good position to have a healer in. I would say that's the issue, because if your healer going off and you have like all your other heroes are dead, from an offensive strategy, you have 2 routes. You can either like focus your board on either the left or the right. You can either just make it so you can kill multiple like I usually always go for the things that kill me. So with having a healer on your defense, you can pretty much just ignore that side. So that's one of the issues there. Does a placement in Titan hits make a difference in how ascending items? Yes, it does. It does. How can you stop the bleeding of the trophies? Hopefully, just upgrade your heroes with different ways. But there's no real way to prevent your trophies, buddy. Don't sweat the trophies. So everyone uses that 4-star blue guy that does counterattacks and raids. I do. It's hard to take down. It's a Boral. Yeah, you're talking about Boral. Yep. All right. You're running 2 TC20 for 2 months now. Never got a 5-star from it. Got like 83 stars and a few 4 stars. Yeah. So fleet, I'd probably try and at least go up to 3 TC20s. Then they will come. Alright, alliance strategy is spending emblems for the same heroes as same color war tanks. I think that it's way too preliminary on that to consider that. Still enjoying the content. Cool, I appreciate that, Gibby. Learning a lot. I'm awesome. That's awesome. Untitled or June's first yellow? I would do June. Just how would they go out and blow everything up? Okay. Alright, so the reason why I'm farming 8-7 right now is to fill up my chest, so. The game is about chance. No, I would say the game is more about continuously playing. Oh yeah, Ariel will be a cleric. That's a good point. Sino. Yeah, which I'm definitely going to be trying to get Ariel for sure. When I'm feeling better, can I send you my roster and ask for defensive teams and recommendations? Hold your own diamond, but have leveled 15 5-stars since you looked at your lineup. Yeah, Eden, you can go and you can send that over. Raid seems skewed since the update. Bad, lost raids. Teams definitely should have won. I don't know. I know some days I have like better raid offense than some days, so that might just be it. What do I think about the new buildings and new raids? Guys, just so you know, I am most excited about the raid challenges. I'm literally that's what I'm most excited about. The emblems are cool, whatever, that's cool, but I am most excited about the raid challenges. I'm probably more excited about raid challenges than Alliance Wars and all that kind of stuff like that. I'm more excited about raid challenges than the events. I think that the raid challenges are going to be fun because even myself personally, I like doing my own personal raid challenges. I like doing different weird things that I get to go ahead and try out and test. So it will be really interesting to see how they have like a tournament style setup on raid challenges. I'm really excited about that. I think it'll be really cool. I'm hoping that it's more geared towards offensive raid challenges. I don't know if they're gonna cater more towards defensive raid. Defensive raid might really mess up a lot of people because there's a huge difference between having Gwen and Gravemaker versus not having Gwen and Gravemaker. And like Zelene, there's just a big difference on those. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with and what they do. So yeah. Is there a way to get color chests or just random? So Josco, you can speed up chests, or you can also go ahead and and it's also random. You're right, Pink. Yeah, Rook should also be a moderator on the channel. Okay. Okay, so how are you, Rook? Yeah, color chests around 3 times a month. Yeah, it just depends. You've been playing for 3 months in farming this level for recruits and mats. Yeah, this is a great level to be farming West Coast. 8-7 is pretty classic. Try 9-1. It's better with energy. I'm doing 8-7 right now to fill up my chest. Fill up my blue chest. Cool, Gibby. Yeah, see, that works. Apparently, yeah. Okay, cool. So, Pink, I already adjusted it, so you can't spam the chat on it. So, you don't have to worry about it, Pink. I adjusted the timing on it. Gibby, you don't need to apologize. Pink is just reliving the first 5 minutes of the stream where I said it like once. I was like, "Hey guys, can you do me a favor? Can you do a exclamation mark and then type in Anchor Cove?" And then it was all just spammed with this one message. So, um, yeah, it's pretty funny. All right, so this thing's almost finished. Yeah, I had to try and get my chatbot fixed. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this whole scheduling events thing, because it really messed up me streaming in the beginning. Good thing I'm using Wilbur and Aaron on 8-7, right, Shire? That's funny. 15-10 is better for farming though. Probably better for farming for sure, but I'm not farming. I'm filling up my chest. She looks good in blue. That's so funny. Auto run 8-7 and never die. Yeah. No problem, Marcos. Alright, so you have Ares and Evelyn going to 80. Should you ascend Magni or Thorn as a blue, Vivica or Onatel as yellow? So I would definitely do Magni over Thorn, and then I would probably do Vivica over Onatel. Just because of Vivica's, she's, she's definitely a better all-around first 80 than Onatel. See, I like it when I get to like this with the chat, because then I can just talk with you guys and I can just auto farm and stuff like that, rather than me just be like super focused on stuff like that. Great to have a local alliance list for alliances around 500 to 600 global. It'd be interesting. First time viewer, where can you farm hardwood lumber? I have to craft image from a couple of line groups. Says it's 1-21. Ran through 4 stages and no wood. So I'll look at the lumber real quick. To be honest with you, I don't personally know right off the top of my head. I know that there's a farming guide being made. If somebody in Anchor Cove wants to go ahead and do me a favor and like look at the farming guide and tell me what stage hardwood lumber is for both season 1 and season 2. So John, we actually have somebody that's doing a ton of farming, actually 100 levels of each stage in both season 1 and season 2, and they're collecting all the data points and then being able to go ahead and tell us which one is the best. So off the top of my head, I don't know, but that information is being like tested and figured out. But I'm sure somebody in Anchor Cove will go ahead and answer and tell you which one is for hardwood lumber. Because I know right off the top of my head, if you go and like look at the inventory, it says ingredients, Do I even have any lumber right now? I don't even have any lumber right now. I used all my lumber. I don't know off the top of my head. So Chef is saying season 2 province 13 is good for lumber. So last question, you're prepping for a next event, good farm level 2 for supplies? It just depends on what you're farming for. It also depends on what event you're farming for. So people, like, you want roots. So right now, actually from Chef actually told me 6-10 in season 2 is amazing for roots, and roots are super important. So so 6-10 in season 2 is really good for roots, and that's really important for the events. So apparently season 1 7-4 is 0.05 for hardwood lumber per flag. Yeah, so Craze is looking at the guide right there. So 7-4 is good for lumber as well too, apparently. Thorn is good and underrated, but Magne rocks, yeah. Me and your dad, the lions killed the ancient tiger. Don't tell Liv. That's so funny. Yeah. Uh, did I do any pirate pulls? No, I didn't do any pirate pulls. Lady Luck's good for her dispel. I'm not overly huge on her. She's great on offense, but she kind of fits in the same boat as like my opinions on Natalia. So I'm not crazily huge on Lady. Um, Alassi or Athena? I would do Athena. Thank you, Rook. I appreciate that. Is it smart to get Sonya more health? I mean, Sonya's a pretty solid hero. I don't think that. All right, let's open this chest up, chat. Warm cape, lovely. Troop token. 6 loot tickets. All right, so 10 rogue emblem. Okay. So I have seen now. I think it was in even like a regular chest. Um, there was like 50 in a regular chest. I don't know what the max out on these emblems and stuff like that are, but that's interesting there. 10 there. 10 more than what I had. But this will, just so you guys know, chat, it's going to be a lot like using your gems is going to be more. Oh, excuse me. It's going to be better to be using your gems on skipping your chests here. So, for instance, I would probably, it's worth it to spend 10 gems to do this. So right around the 6-hour mark, this should be your focus now. If not just for the color chests, but the fact of getting the emblems from these wanted missions. If you want to go ahead and kind of speed things up, I would advise that around the 10 mark, around the 6-hour mark, that you be using these refills and starting the next mission and start doing them. So even like right now, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm probably going to fill this up and then start opening up more chests. So I think this is a strategy, and actually I can thank Sani for this because she reminded me that it's going to be more important now to be filling and refilling your chests. That's going to be a great strategy to get more coins than the average person, with a little investment into it and the potential to get more rewards out of it. So so I would definitely recommend refilling your chests and stuff like that. That's going to help out quite a bit. Is there a schedule for new quests? No, not yet. It's going to be twice a week. You have Ares Ascendant for next, trying to choose between Zimkeitha, Mitsuko, or Aslar. Any thoughts? I'd probably do Zimkeitha if you already have Ares maxed. Is Sargasa good for healer tanks like Ares? I don't know what you mean by that. Zimkeitha or Marjana? I mean, that's up to you, but I'd probably do I mean, me personally, I would do Zimkeitha just for the dispel. But for most people, I think Marjana makes a little bit more sense. Marjana is one of the best all-around heroes. I wish she didn't have like the worst tile damage. Her tile damage is awful, but she's really great on offense and defense. Plus, she also can fit in as a tank too. So, yeah. All right. So it's already Athena. Athena's one of the best heroes, buddy. What do I think about Romanian players? I don't really have a thought. There's no like I don't have any differentiating factors whether somebody's Romanian or not, to be honest with you. Regular chess gave you one emblem this morning, so I have seen it sends me a warm cape and gloves. That's so true, Evil. That's funny. 6-10 in season 2. Yes. Yeah, Roz in an elemental chest got 50. She got 50. I do remember that too, Chef. Yeah. You got one emblem in a regular chest? Yeah. Daters in Crystal Palace. Sorry, I'm dying. Home from bad cold. You feel like You're falling women everywhere by sucking it up. Extra spicy indie food is helping. Yeah. Huge shout out. Just so you guys know, actually yesterday I went and hung out with an Anchor Cove member, and people know how much I love Indian food, and he treated me to Indian food yesterday. So huge shout out to Knox for hooking it up with some Indian food yesterday. Dater luck strikes again, right? That's funny. Thanks for the help. Love the channel. Catch you rest on Please. Yeah, no problem, Dustin. You have one more point until war chest is full. Be interesting to see how many emblems will. Yeah, that'll be interesting, Gretchen. I didn't even think about that. Hey, Anchor, my opinion on who's better, Onatel or Leonidas? Probably Onatel. Is Onatel even worth doing 370? Onatel is really great on offense. She's really good on offense. Plus, she like really helps out a lot with slowing down the game. Like slowing down fast hitters. She's really good for that. Yeah, it was definitely fun to hang out with you too, Nox. We should have got a picture. I thought about that after the fact. Yeah, Nox is actually in 7 Days Reborn too, so it's really cool there. Tiffany, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that. You did? I'll go here. Okay. How do I know so much about emblems? So Kenneth, I was in beta, so I got to mess around and play with the emblems a fair amount. But I kind of have like looked into them a bit for sure. There's people that have looked a bit more into it. Which, like I've already mentioned a couple times, if you look at the description of this video here, Rilf has a guide on it as well too. So a lot of my information came from that as well too. So, and that's free and public to you guys too. How late are you? You're not crazy late. I mean, probably pretty late. Probably closer towards the tail end of things over here. You have the mats to final ascend one of those. Rumpel, Asarnia, or Richard. Who's the best choice? Probably Asarnia. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, if you don't have Grim, then absolutely Asarnia. Richard's decent as well too, but Asarnia is going to be important. Luca, thank you so much for subscribing. Look up Julian Vigot on YouTube for great guide on making restaurant-style Indian food at home. Really, Mike? Interesting. Mike, can you tag Sonny in that? Because I am making her cook for me. No problem, Ahmed. From Excessive Collider. Okay, cool. Did I hear about the upcoming gear buffs? No, I didn't hear about the upcoming gear buffs. Have to rewatch. Did I cover druids? I didn't get into the actual classes themselves. Yeah, actually, that's really good that you say that, Derek. So give me a second. I'm gonna get into the actual classes themselves and talk about my thoughts and opinions on the actual classes themselves. And just so you know, chat, this is very preliminary type stuff. Because there's definitely some classes that are better than other classes. Um, so yeah, that's. I'm glad you mentioned something like that. Hmm. Do I want? I think I'll just kill you. What's beta? So beta is beta testing. So I'm part of the beta testing group, to where we try out new different things that are happening within the game. Mm, there's different things that are tested. Yeah, so I will tell us. Yeah, definitely, I will tell you, Pink, for sure. Give me a second. Opening a green chest. Good luck to you, Scotty. Yeah, so far I think the highest we've seen is 50. So we've seen 50 on the chest, on an elemental chest. Um, hmm. Yeah, you should be dead. When will we see the new buildings? I don't know, man. They haven't tested or shown anything in beta on the new buildings. Just so you know, chat, when they made that announcement in the forums the other day, as far as like the new stuff that's coming, a ton of that stuff we didn't even know was actually on the horizon or coming. So oh, I should have made a yellow diamond. Okay. Um, so far you've gotten every elemental chest except purple. Yep, just keep playing. What can I say about the reset button? So the reset button is set up so you can actually reset the actual talent tree. So you can throw stuff into it, and then you actually get 95% of the emblems back. If you guys haven't, I'm sending the link again. But click on this link right here that I just posted in chat. That right there gives a really good scope on how the emblems are set up, and it actually tells you every single hero what they're in and what element they're in. So if you want to, make sure you check that link I just posted in the chat, and it is also in the description of this video. That actually goes through everything as far as explaining what is going on. So, your YouTube's having trouble? It's just buffering? Let me check. No, I've got my stream health is perfect right now. All right. Oh, ebook costs about $15, about 400 pages, goes into great detail. Is this a great detail about the the recipes? Is that what you're talking about, Mike? Is Gwentink bullying? I don't know what you mean by that, Alex. You really wanting March for Blue Hero of the Month? Richard 370, save your scopes and see. Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, Richard's not a bad 80. It's not like a bad 80. I can't justify the scopes on my Richard right now. I'm definitely waiting for March. They should do raid replays so you can see the person fighting you. Yeah, that'd be interesting. In my honest opinion, Drew class is... What do I think, chat? Yeah, give me a second. I'm about to sneeze, chat. Oh, let me see if I can cut it off. Oh. Alright, I think I saved myself from not sneezing. Oh, he's calling me a Gwentech bully. Yeah, so Alex, the reason why I'm doing that is for Alliance Wars. Because the only thing I face in Alliance War is Gwentanks. So my raids are set up to just defeat Gwentanks. So I literally just see a Gwentank and I just go fight it. Alright, so let's get into the... Oh, actually, I gotta do this. Give me a second, chat. I put a whole bunch into TC19. I'm leveling up 3 heroes at the moment, chat. I'm trying to finish my buddy. I'm trying to finish my Sir Lancelot. And I'm trying to finish my Cage Burrito. Which I'm typically never working on 3 heroes at once, ever. ATAC, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Alright, let me throw this in here. Okay. Okay, Trials of Shadow is in the future, yeah. What is the March Hero of the Month? It will be, it'll be Ariel. She's a 4-star blue hero. You hit 97th in the World Trophies the other day, went and looked Wizard, came back and checked again, dropped to 220. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Indian food cooking ebook. Yeah, Mike, you should probably send that over to Sonny. I did say Cage Burrito. That's its name. It's Cage Burrito. I don't even know the proper way to say it right now. I'm not even looking at it. North, thank you so much for subscribing. Cage Burrito, yeah, that's a little bit lame. Definitely is Cage Burrito. Ariel is a hero of the month. Thought she was an Atlantis hero. No, you're right. I apologize. Did I say it was a hero of the month? That's my bad. Ariel is not a hero of the month. She's Atlantis. I apologize very much. That was my bad. Alright, so hero classes. Alright, let me see if I have... Hold on, I'm gonna look at this real quick. Oh. Alright, so let's go. I'm just gonna go in order. So, Barbarian. So, the talent grid on Barbarian. So, the cool thing about this, just so you guys know, is that this stacks. Oh, excuse me. I'm like so close to needing to get a tissue. We'll see if I can... Alright, so it's 6% chance to apply bleeding from any normal attack. This effect deals 60% damage done by the normal attack over 5 turns. This effect stacks. So this is going to be a quite useful thing. It's actually going to make Gravemaker disgusting. So with the problem is that you're going to have this debate between Cage Burrito and Gravemaker. Is going to be really interesting. But either way, this wound is pretty sweet. Because as it goes up, you're going to get 6%, then it goes up by 6%. So 12, 18, and 24. I think it maxes out. Nope, it's 30. Yeah, it goes up to 30% chance, which is going to be disgusting, chat. So this is going to be hurtful, especially if you have it on something like Azlar. Azlar would be good because of the such high tile damage. Gargoyle, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Get some tea and Kleenex after that. I know, right? Tissue and water. I'm a. How do you send that to Sani? You can just post it in Anchor Cove. Post it in Anchor Cove. Tag it. So I'm a big fan of that one for sure. All right, so Cleric. Let me see what we've got. Cleric. Give me a second. So the next one is Cleric, which looking at this, I know Regard is one of them. So the talent clade on Cleric is 7% chance to resist any negative mana effects or effects that prevent the use of special skills. This is going to be pretty. This is going to be pretty important, especially if you're going up against Guinevere. Guinevere, Hell, stuff like that. This mana shield will definitely be relevant, actually, in Alliance Wars, which is making me want to definitely use this with my war strategy against Guinevere and stuff like that. Which will be really good, especially with it being on Regard, because if Regard makes it so it resists it, then Regard could actually remove whatever it is and heal. So 7% chance. We've got 21% chance there. So 28. So this goes up to 35% chance. 35% chance on Cleric. Alright, so we'll go into Druid. So I'm a pretty big fan of that. Druid. Let me check Horgle. Alright, so there's a 3% chance to summon a Thorn minion after receiving any damage. The effect is applied at the end of the turn. I actually don't have a video of what the Thorn minion is. If somebody knows, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It gets up to 15, and then it's got a 4% mana, so 15% chance. Probably not the end of the world. Think that that's the greatest, I'll be perfectly honest. Magni. Give me a second. Look here real quick. Panzer, thank you so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very, very, very much. Alright, so fighter class. So we've got 6% to revive with 1p after a fatal attack. This revive is applied at the end of the turn. This is going to be super annoying. This is definitely going to be super annoying because it's going to end up happening. After a fatal attack, the revive is applied at the end of the turn. That'd be interesting. Okay, so you could still kill it and then it could be revived. I'm not a big fan of the only 1 HP, but definitely an interesting mechanic there. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So this gets up to a 30% chance. 30% chance that you could revive up to revive 1p after fatal attack. So it's kind of interesting. You gotta almost kind of kill it twice. Could see some uses. I think it's definitely better on offense. Alright. Yeah, February Hero of the Month is Kuchen, which is a purple hero similar to Viv. That's right. Can't give emblems to Azar because you have Grave Tank. Yeah. Can you give some more ideas on acquiring Ascension items? The biggest thing is going to be competing, like completing the actual events that they give out for free. Also, going ahead and keep playing, opening up chests, spending some gems to go ahead and refill the chests. That will help. Completing Titans. There's like a ton of different ways. How long do I think it's going to take to max the grid? I don't know. It depends on how much it becomes available to purchase. If they make it to where you can spend a lot of money on it, then not that long. If they do it what I think that they should do, which is kind of be conservative about it, and not make it a product that you sit there and you purchase a lot of, then I think it's going to take some time. So, which will be good. That would ideally keep more people playing for longer. Yeah, the town created also benefits. Yeah, that's totally true, Raphaels. Um, yeah, Kuchin's pretty sweet. Okay. Do I think Aslar is good over your defensive teen or Boltesc? I would definitely put Aslar in over Boltesc or Gormek. What prevents you from using your special skills? Hell will do it. So it would negate that out. There's also Cabin Boy Peter's silence. Yeah. Hansel, Gretel. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Merlin. If one would choose Delilah for a fighter, she might revive and heal. Oh, that is a good point, lady. That's a solid point. Delilah with fighter, she could revive and heal. That would be smart. Good point. Do I ever notice a few raids board starts to suck? No, I don't. To be honest with you. Proteus as well. Yep. Okay. All right. So garlic, lemon, Johos. I don't know what Johos is. Honey and boiling water mix and drink. Yeah, I've been drinking some tea. Um, 6 to 10 tree roots. Is that easy? 6-10 for tree roots. Easy or hard? That's on hard, Scotty. All right. So we already went through Magni. What's my favorite 4-star blue hero? Blue would probably be Grim. All right. So Monk. Let me go look at June. All right, so 6% chance to resist ailments, which is this is pretty sweet. I did see this come up quite a bit. The 6% chance, so this just resists ailments in general. So like anything that comes through, this is probably one of the better things that you guys will see out there. Resisting like defensive down, resisting it. This will be like applied to like Titans. This is blind. This is like any negative thing that comes to your guy. Um, So that will be quite interesting to go ahead and see how that plays out. Which I could see that this would be quite interesting because Aaron is also in Monk, so it might help Aaron become even better tank. Also, Santa Claus is actually in Monk as well too. So Santa Claus is a tank. I think that this withstand ability is going to be quite relevant, especially when it comes to tanks. Because I mean, you figure this is at 6%. That's 12, 18, 24. Get into a 30% chance to resist. That's pretty decent. So, I'm a pretty big fan of that talent tree. Okay, give me a second. JJ, thank you so very much for the donation. Favorite 5-star ability and favorite 5-star design. That's a really good question. So my favorite 5-star ability, I think it would probably be Hell. Um, I would say probably Hell. Um, the ability, there's so much versatility when it comes to that, especially on offense. Or maybe Athena, possibly Athena or Hell. I think would probably be my favorite. Hell's ability to just go ahead and like lock down half the board and then be able to navigate around it. Plus, it deals quite a bit of damage. It's just a very versatile like ability to use. Um, Favorite 5-star design would probably be Albrecht. I think that that was probably one of the most revolutionary heroes that they ever came out with just the ability to go ahead and revive mana with such a high tile damage. It's probably my favorite 5-star design. Possibly, maybe even Tarlac. I think Tarlac might be up there too as far as design. The attack special up plus such high tile damage and the heal over time is also super important. Plus, super important in the fact that so many people are really frustrated with using the unknowingness with Wukong and having high Titan damage. So it's a good question. Thank you, JJ. Appreciate that. Um, Go ahead. Let me make sure, JJ, that you're set up here. Second. Nope, you're already there. I'm checking my mods too. Yep. Alright, so Panzer, I had to turn you into a mod. I apologize for not doing that sooner. Let's see. Vogue is also a mod here. I think is already a mod. Yep. Okay. Alright, cool. So I adjusted those. How do you use emblems? You have to collect them. Gleedison, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. Fresh lemon, honey, cinnamon, and boiling water. Also 5k international units of vitamin D every day during the winter months to boost my immune system. Thank you so much for that. Can't wait to apply talents to Tudin. Gonna make him a stud. That's so funny. How do you use emblems at level 5? You can't really use them yet, Benji. You gotta collect more, man. Any stats on Thorn minions, like attack? I don't know right off the bat. Yeah, Onatel is pretty unique too. Where did I place in the event? I think it was like 24th. 24th, 25th, 26th, something around that range. I ended up so I did quite a few levels. I set it up to where I was going to do like my huge push at the very end, and then set it up so that I would what's it called? I made it so I would be able to evaluate the board at the end. And right now, events being over 800k to get into top 10 is insane. I'm probably not going to be focusing on events much more. It's not really worth it. So just so you guys know, chat, I went ahead. I think I did. Hold on a second. I think it was around like 33 refills. Hold on. Maybe more. It's about 33 refills of my energy, which is insane. It's a lot more than I typically do. And then I evaluated what it is worth to get into top 10, and getting to the events were definitely worth it a lot more for me in the past because I could use the other 4-star Ascension mats. But the rewards that you get into top 10 now, it just is a matter of bragging rights, and it's not really worth it to me to be continuously grinding to get into the bragging rights of it, especially given the fact that the rewards are so dismal comparatively. Now, these rewards were pretty decent a year ago, but nowadays they're just really not worth it, and it's mostly a matter of just bragging that you did it. I've gotten top 10 in every single one of the events multiple times, so I don't really need the bragging rights on it. I've done it. I did it. I'll probably try and focus on the new event whenever it does, just so I can get the the avatar on it. But even still, I don't really plan on focusing too much on the events. It's just too much. It's too much to get to that point, and you can see the huge drop off in scores to where I was in like 20 something or whatever, and I was like probably like I think it was like 50k. I don't even know right now. Hold on, let me see if I can. Does it even show it? Leaderboard. 24th. So I was in 24th. So yeah, Chef got 22nd. So it's at 753, but you can see the huge difference here, chat. So to go 10 spots is 50k. That's a lot of score to be making up. Like getting into 764, 777 around that range is not end of the world. But when you're getting into the 800s on these legendary events, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of refilling, and in my opinion, it's turned less away from skill. And now, don't just so you guys don't get me wrong, Data and UCLA are absolutely amazing and fantastic at the events. There's nothing that I could say to take away what they've done with the events, anything like that. So just I forewarn it when I say the next thing. But what the event has now turned more into is more of how many times you're willing to go ahead and do refills, and less on the amount of skill. So it's pretty easy to acquire the information. It's pretty easier to acquire how to do it. But then ultimately now the events have turned into how much are you willing to go ahead and refill your board to get the perfect board. And yes, there is some skill involved when you go ahead and decide when you want to go for it and stuff like that. There is absolutely skill involved for that. Um, but it's just it's just a ton of refills. And for me, it's not worth it. Now for other people, it could definitely be worth it. I personally don't need the essential materials. I don't. I haven't needed really the essential materials for a while. Um, so that would have given me 2 more rings. I don't even have a 5-star that I even really want to level up. If I was in now, just so you know, chat, if I was in a different position to where I really needed something, yeah, I probably would try and push a bit more. I would really try and get it. But I'm just not really like pushing the game like that. Um, I don't think that I don't think that it's really, I don't know. It's not really that important to me. Now, with all that being said, I hope you guys go ahead and compete. I hope you guys go ahead and do it. I hope you guys experience it. I hope you guys try and get into top 10. I think that that's encouraging. I love it when people do that. I love it when new people are in the events. I love it when new people are doing better. Like, it's so awesome to see when people post in Anchor Cove that they're able to do stuff. Like, I know even like Mag, he tried for the first time to really go for the event. I think he got some help from some other people and stuff like that, which is really cool. Um, but um, but just seeing him going ahead and going for it, um, that I mean that's amazing. That's really cool. So I hope and I encourage people to go ahead and do it. But for myself, the rewards versus the cost, I look at it as I would have much rather used those 18 refills on actually farming other items. And I look at it as I would have rather used those gems to be saving up to do Atlantis pulls. And that's what I'm evaluating as to what I want to go ahead and invest in the game. If I had a bigger budget that I was putting towards the game itself, then it probably wouldn't be that big of a deal. If I was like, all right, yeah, I'm like totally fine with having a $300 to $400 budget on the game a month, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But for myself personally, I don't really want to have that budget. I don't really want to like do that with this game. And other people that do decide to do that, they can do that. It's just not my preference on how I want to go ahead and be spending my money. So, um, this event kind of opened up my eyes, and I didn't really push that hard at all. Just so you know, chat. Hold on, let me see if I can. Does that have my scores? No, this doesn't have my scores. I don't even know if I screenshotted my scores. There was like 4 levels that I could have redone. When I calculated it out, I could have realistically got into. It was 779 that was realistic, and I had the items to get myself into 779. That then would have put me around 15th place, and that was completely doable. I could have done that yesterday, no big deal. But I looked at it as, do I really want to invest more into this? There's no way that I'm getting bumped out of top whatever. And I didn't go crazy on the event. I didn't go crazy on it, and I was good because I did a lot of different events. I also tried a new strategy this event, and it didn't go as well as I would like it to. Um, and I would say normally I'm probably around like 780. I'm trying to remember what I got on the last event. I was up near that range too. It's just it's so much. It's so much, and I have to decide if I want to even really like invest that into it. And then I have to like consider even 24th place is pretty sweet. It's still a pretty good place to be in. Um, thanks, Hanson. I appreciate that. Guess any Russian unemployed will be the first max star. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. Um, yeah, a lot of people got helped by our streams, lady, for sure. Okay. Okay. Too much stress. Yeah, sometimes. Your score was 502. Ranking was 100,000th. Yeah. All right. What was I doing? All right. So I gotta go back. Sorry. There's a little bit of a deterrent. We're in hero classes. I think we're in Ranger right now. No, we're in Paladin. All right. So Paladin. I think I already went over Ares. Okay, so I didn't. All right, so Paladin. All right, so Paladin's between Richard, Thorn, Justice, Ares, Aegir, Perseus, King Arthur. Ares will be mine. So it has Protect, so it has 5% chance to get 25% defense for 2 turns after receiving any damage. This effect is applied at the end of the turn. So I think Ares, just so you guys know, Ares is going to probably be a pretty relevant tank again. Potentially. I mean, it could be. I'll probably run an Ares tank. I'm really considering it, chat. Um, just the defense that you can go ahead and plug into Ares, plus the fact that Ares is going to be extremely good to be leveling up as one of the first characters. Because you're going up, because Ares is going up against Richard, Thorn, Justice, Aegir, Perseus, and King Arthur. So Ares definitely has the most potential to be an amazing Titan provider. Plus, Ares is really well against all Titans, and then Ares could fit in as a tank. Then you add that, you couple that with the Protect, where you can go ahead and stack a whole bunch of defense. I think Ares is going to be a really good hero to be using towards your Paladin emblems. So, all right, so 5% there, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%. So 25% chance to get 25% defense for 2 turns. Yeah, that'll be relevant. I like that. That's going to be good, especially for Ares. All right, so next up we got Ranger. Just let me look up. All right, so Ranger is going to be my lassie. So 5% chance to bypass defensive buffs when attacking. This includes counterattacks. Defensive buffs when attacking. I'm trying to see how relevant this is going to be. It's not going to be super relevant for a lassie, or Athena, I mean. Probably a little bit more relevant for maybe Evelyn, I think. Evelyn will be good with, because Evelyn is also in Ranger. I don't have Evelyn right now. Trying to think, because I mean, she's already giving defensive down, and you're already bypassing defense, so... but this is just when you're attacking in general, which is pretty cool. So 5%, 10%, 15, 20, get up to 25%. Rogue, let me look up Rogue. Rajana. Grid. 4% dodge to direct 4% chance to dodge direct damage from offensive special skills. This is actually really relevant. I'm trying to remember what I was attacking into, but it was super annoying. I think it was actually Kiana. This will actually be really good with Inari too. 4% chance to dodge direct damage from offensive special skills. This is super annoying. I think that this actually makes Inari super annoying too. Because this gets up into 4% there, 8%, 12%, 12%, 16%. What's this? 20%? Yeah, 20%. Yeah, 20% chance to dodge is on offensive specials plus her actual ability. That's gonna make things pretty annoying. Interesting. I think that this is one of the better specials because it's gonna be relevant, especially on a defensive hero. So this is with Marjana, Dominita, Kestrel, Kiana, Moosh, and Inari. So that'll be interesting. So Sorcerer. So let me look at my Natalia. So 3% chance to drop a mana drop the mana generation of an enemy by 50% for 2 turns after dealing any normal damage. This effect is applied at the end of the turn. So 3%, 6, 9, 12, 15. So this gets up to a 15% chance that you can drop their mana generation by 50% for 2 turns. So that's on Mitsuko, Natalia, Rumpel, Thoth, Morgan, Lady Locke, and Quintus. When it goes off, that'll definitely be annoying. And it's just by any normal damage, which is going to be interesting. And just so you guys know, like the normal damage when the tiles hit, those are all counting as normal damage. So the fact that it could hit is pretty high up there. We'll see how much the degree is on that. All right, so Wizard, Sartana. Let's look at Hell. Okay, Talgrid. So this is Jinx, so it's at 5% chance to deal 15% extra damage per each active buff the enemies have. The extra damage applies to both normal attacks and special skills. So 5% chance to deal an extra 15% extra damage. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 25% chance to deal the extra 15% damage with each active buff. I think that could be a little bit relevant. So just looking at this, I feel like Monk and Rogue are going to be super important. Barbarian's going to be disgusting to deal with. So probably Barbarian, Monk, and Rogue are like my just reading and going through this of how it's actually implemented. Those are probably my picks, I guess, if I had to choose, of like most important. Just right off the bat, just by looking at them. All right. Okay, scrolling through. Do you like new hero class? Yeah, maybe Mark. I might make individual hero class videos. Potential. Yep. You sorry, I was just talking about them. Can we see a list of which heroes? Yep. So again, Juan, I posted in the link. It's also in the description of this video. There's a description of all of the hero classes and which heroes are in them. So. Where did I get Athena? I got Athena from the second Hero of the Month. So I got my Athena originally when she first came out. Would I send Sartana or wait for a chance on the next Hero of the Month? Sartana is a great first 5-star hero. No problem, Alex. Why they put Gwen in Wizard class? I don't know. You have 3 fighters and 2 Albi. Call it a revival lot. Yep. We should do a recap next year and see how far we are with this. Yeah, that would be that's a good idea, Robson, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Jinx isn't that great for Guinevere, unfortunately. Oh, Peanut, I didn't know that. That's funny. I didn't know that you were Peanut. That's funny. Alright, chat, I think I'm probably gonna call this a wraps. So I'm just gonna do this to get some backpacks. I'm gonna call this a wraps for today. Um, Again, I'm sick. I don't really feel that well, but we got through it. We got through it, chat. Um, so thank you guys so much. If you guys could do me a huge favor right now, if you can, if you're watching this, please like the video. I know it's like such a silly thing, but if you could just do me a huge favor and just please like the video, just send a little like on that. So I do have like a little outro that that we will be able to see. That was also made by Jester. Actually, next stream, I'll probably have his information in the actual stream itself. So if anybody wants to have like a video made by him or whatever, to go ahead and actually to do that. So, you sure it wasn't? No, it's funny because I thought no, it wasn't the Indian food that got me sick. I had a stomachache last night, but I'm good now. No, I've just been sick. No problem, Chris. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Wouldn't it be better to max 4 stars, and 1 5-star? For some people it would be, Lara or Sunny B. For some people it would, but not for us, unfortunately. We have to have our defensive stuff, but for other people, I could definitely see the process being better to be going for 4 stars. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys so much. So again, I'll have this ending out. So thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.